When we first were thinking about becoming parents, we were quite sure that we wanted to share the leave as much as that we could. So we looked into the options available and we wanted to go for a fair split of that. So we opted to go for 6 months each, and the shared parental leave allowed us to do that. So I gave birth to Edward, so I had the first 6 months, and then Katy took over to have the second 6 months.
It's worked out brilliantly. It's been such a lovely way of making sure that he has a really kind of balanced first year where he gets to know both of us really well and we get to know him really well, and we get to share the responsibility and the fun. It's been brilliant.
You can take it more flexibly. I think because I had Edward and we were looking, the plan had always been that I'd breastfeed him. The logistics of doing that in the first 6 months on a more flexible basis would have been quite difficult. But as it's worked out, I'm still breastfeeding him now, but I'd express milk for him, and that's how that works.
And also, I think to have taken smaller chunks of time really wouldn't have worked well for our jobs at all. Just from our personal point of view, it was much easier to take the longer chunks of time off.
It felt more like having the time off to fully focus on being a parent as well, knowing that it was a 6 month stretch and not having to pop back in and out of work in that time was really nice. And I think it's worked out quite well since we've swapped over as well. And I know for places of work too, that's meant that they've been able to get people in to cover our positions whilst we've been away. So in a way you feel better about that because you know that things can be covered easily whilst you're away, whereas although we could have done the popping in and out, I think we wouldn't have enjoyed it as much, and it would have been more difficult for work as well. People are surprised that shared parental leave is possible. I think when we explain that we've been able to do it equally and take that 6 months each, I think some people are still shocked that it's a possibility to be able to do that. And I thought there would be greater awareness of it, but I think the traditional position still seems to be people think you can take maternity leave and the other parent can only have 2 weeks off at the point where they're born and that's it. And it's quite a surprise that that's people's mindset, but they've been quite positive.
Yeah, and hopefully as well it means that he's going to have built up a equally, well, as far as possible, an equally strong relationship with both of us, and both of us will know him really, really well as well. Obviously we've looked after him intensely at different stages, but because we're both going to have had the same amount of time, it's going to feel like we've had a fair chance to get to know each other.
I definitely recommend shared parental leave to other people. I think it's a really good opportunity for you to have that go at parenthood and to be able to do that within a scheme where you're not having to think about, should I be leaving a job? You can do it legitimately within your current job, return to the role that you had. So you're not making a massive sacrifice, but you're getting a lot of benefit. I think how well it's worked has been great, and I'd want people to think of it as a really positive opportunity to do something and not be scared about giving it a go.